Hello and welcome back. This is Janet Johnson, your current NMFWA president. And this is the second set of presentations, pre-recorded presentations, as part of the part one of the NMFWA 2021 members meeting. In this presentation, you'll be hearing from each of our committee leads and chairs, and they will be giving you a committee report on what they've been up to over the past year. NMFWA has a wide variety of special committees. These committees are set up to do the work of the association throughout the year. Although we won't hear from every one of the committees today, or in this order, please note that when you do hear from them, if there's something that interests you or you'd like to get involved, please reach out to the committee chairs or to the association on our website at NMFWA.org. This association is all run by volunteers, and it's members like you and your ideas that make the difference. So please, if there's anything you see today that piques your interest, we would love for you to get more involved. Also, as you go through the reports, if the voice recording doesn't begin right away, you either may need to hit the icon in the lower right-hand corner and hit play, or sometimes if you advance the slide, the recording will then begin.
Hi, I am David McNaughton. I am the liaison between NMFWA and WMI. I help to create content for the North American, specifically by providing proposals for the special sessions that you'll see throughout this week. This year we provided 3 proposals. I'm always looking for more content to provide in future years, so please get in touch with me if you have an idea. This year we finally had one accepted. It was the first one second or third one, sorry, that we've had accepted over the years that we've participated in the North American, and it is on SARS-CoV-2. You should see it later this week at the start of your day. I have also kept in touch with the North American Steering Committee on any needs or issues that we have with the meeting every year. This year, I had some help in that we created a NMFWA subgroup to assess defense needs during the week, and specifically technology and software limitations that we're facing that other participants don't necessarily face. And we are also discussed expanding participation in the North American Steering Committee by adding 1 or 2 members to that committee. It sounds acceptable, however, the steering committee didn't take its normal shape this year because of the virtual meeting. We also keep WMI informed of projected attendance throughout the year, any issues that we're having service by service on registration, and try and keep the partnership between NMFWA and WMI going for the benefit of all. Thank you.
Your chair for the certification committee is Dan Savercool. Unfortunately, Dan was unable to record the slide. This year was slow, guessing due to the COVID pandemic, as we did not get any certifications or did not certify anyone this year. If you are interested in certification, please visit our website at NMFWA.org. The website goes through the goals and objectives of the program, the background, and it'll explain the procedures as well as eligibility, the levels of certification and recertification, the fees, and appeals procedures. On that site, you can download the application and submit it as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and contact Dan. Thank you.
This is Bill Berry. I'm the NMFWA Membership Database Manager, and myself and Todd Wills make up the core of the NMFWA Membership Committee. The Membership Committee is how NMFWA stays connected to you. Our member database is only as good as the data that you provide us, so please keep your email addresses up to date. If you change jobs, if you retire, please let us know or we'll lose our connection to you. You can visit the NMFWA.org website. You can join NMFWA. You can join the working groups from the website. You can update your email, update your employer, update your installation. If any of those change, there's an update button at the top of the home page. There's a Join Today button on the right column down near the bottom. Either one of those will work. Doesn't matter if you're already a member. Just do it and we'll figure it out. We will pass along any changes that you make to all of your working groups, so you only have to do the update one time. Very important, the member database has the capability to have 3 emails per person, so please consider adding a personal email. This will help us stay better connected to you. All of the current member emails form the basis of the NMFWA list server, and the list server is the way that we keep you up to date with all the breaking news of NMFWA, upcoming events, and important information. If you have any questions about this presentation, about NMFWA membership, about the membership database, please submit your questions via the website using the Join or the Update button, and write out your question down in the additional comment field, and either Todd or I will get back to you promptly with a response. So some summary statistics. As of January 29 of this year, we had 1,268 current members. That's about a 15% increase over the same time last year. In the last 12 months, we had 220 new members join. We had 1 former member reconnect with us, and there were 56 members that were dropped from current status. Typically, this happens when we lose track of your email, if we get email bounce backs, if you've changed your email address and don't let us know, then you get dropped from current status. There are a few folks that ask to be dropped if they leave the DoD or retire and no longer want to stay active. So who are we? About 70% are DoD civil service, either at the federal or the state level. The balance being other federal or state employees, private sector, university, student, staff, faculty, and our retired membership. Within the DoD, service breakout, about a 3-way split between Army, Navy, Air Force, with just a slight benefit advantage to the Navy in terms of numbers. So that's about 75%. The other 15% about being made up by the Marine Corps. We are the few and the proud, the National Guard, and a few that are in the other category, which would include Office of Secretary of Defense and the Coast Guard, primarily. Regionally breakout, it's about even between Western, Eastern region. The Central region, a little bit less. And there's about 5% of the membership who we don't know what state they live in, so we can't assign them to their region. Gender, member gender, I'll caveat this up front by saying that we don't ask you for your gender. We don't track your gender in the database. This I came up with by my own estimation of gender categories based on member names. There's about 4% slice that I did not feel comfortable assigning a gender to based on a name. So trying to avoid bias as much as I could, just left them out. The remainder is about a 60-40 split between male and female. Working groups per member, not members per working group, but working groups per member. The main point here, just over half, 54%. All of these of the members of NMFWA belong to at least one working group. While that's good, that means that almost 50%, 46%, almost half, don't belong to any working groups at all. And I think that's unfortunate, as working groups are a good way to share information among members and to improve your natural resource programs on your installations or the installations that you support. We have 11 working groups available. Each has their own page on the website. You can visit them, check them out, and most of them will be having meetings this week. that you can attend virtually, and you can join any of those working groups from the website, from their pages. So please give some thought to joining a working group or joining another working group if you're already a member. So that concludes my presentation on the NMFWA Membership Committee, and I thank you for your attention.
Hello, this is Richard Lance, Chair of the NMFWA Audit Committee, and this is our report on the 2019 Financial Review. The Audit Committee members included myself, Zoe Duran, Hannah Cook, and Megan Parker. We reviewed 86 transactions and report that all transactions were adequately accounted for with receipts and other documentation, with the exception of a few small FedEx transactions from the 2019 workshop where those receipts could not be located nor retrieved from FedEx. The Auditing Committee will have a small number of recommendations for discussion by the Board of Directors moving forward, including a recommendation that the Board of Directors discuss financial record-keeping practices and what might constitute proof of payment, whether that's a cleared check, a bank statement, a receipt of balance paid in full, or something else. It may be that providing a set standard practice will assist the treasurer in their duties, and it will certainly provide the Audit Committee with a more straightforward task than is currently the case, where any number of different flavors of records may be provided for a particular transaction. One potential approach for a standard practice would be a four-factor process that would track a transaction throughout its life history, from billing to official approval to payment to bank statement reconciliation. And again, this is a recommendation that these things be discussed by the Board of Directors, as it is the treasurer and members of that board who are the ones that have to deal with these financial matters on a frequent basis, and will be best able to identify those practices that are effective and practical. The Audit Committee will also recommend enacting standard processes and record keeping for donations received by NMFWA, and we understand that this is actually already in the works by the Board of Directors. We will recommend standardizing the auditing process, including definitions and terminology, review worksheets, and reporting. And we also want to note that the financial review is not a professional audit, and that there are positions on the Audit Committee moving forward. You do not have to be a financial whiz to take part in the Audit Committee. It is not a particularly time-consuming commitment, but it is a very important component to the financial security and integrity of the organization. Thank you. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me again, Richard Lance, Chair of the Audit Committee.
Hi, this is Charlie Bond. You may have heard of me as the Conservation Branch Manager for the Idaho Army National Guard. However, I also moonlight as one of the co-chairs for NMFWA's Outreach Committee with my counterpart, Zoe Duran. As the Outreach Committee, we strive to keep our current members up to date on the latest natural resource issues, policies, and trends, while also reaching out to potential new members. In addition, we also oversee the Mentorship Subcommittee and help plan and coordinate the newcomers' meet and greet and welcome mixers. As with all things over the last year, with COVID comes cancellations. Based on the logistics and limitations with the virtual meetings, we will not be holding a newcomers' meet and greet this year. However, we will be doing a member social with live trivia on Tuesday from 5:15 to 6:15 Central Time Zone. While we miss seeing everyone this year, we promise, keeping fingers crossed, that we will make it up to everyone at next year's socials. In addition to the conference function, we also help coordinate the annual Outreach Development Plan. This plan looks at the changing demographics and trends in natural resources in order to inform current members and target potential new members with active communication and outreach using the NMFWA website, Facebook page, and other social media platforms that we will be expanding on over the next year. As with all committees, we are always looking for new members and new ideas. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a part of the Outreach Committee, please contact myself or Zoe Duran. Thank you, and I hope to see everyone face-to-face next year.
The FAWN, or Fish and Wildlife Newsletter, comes out 3 times a year, in January, May, and September. We're always looking for great content, and you can either submit an article that you've written yourself directly for the FAWN, or maybe something that was previously written by your PAO. If an article sounds like a lot of work, just send a photo of the last time you were out of the office doing field work. Plus, include a couple sentences that describes the activity so we can let folks know what great work we do out there on military lands. Send your submissions to laura.bush@navy.mil. Thanks.
I'm Elizabeth Neipert, NMFWA past president and current website committee chair. I'd also like to acknowledge my other committee member, Michelle Richards. When we launched our new website over 4 years ago, we outlined goals and objectives for the website. And as it grows in functionality, we have some continuing goals for the site, which are to continue to be a modern web presence, to offer relevant information, to engage all of our users, to provide a means to actively participate in NMFWA year-round, and to offer a one-stop shop for all NMFWA activities. Brian Hall is one of our members and is contracted as our official webmaster. We greatly rely on his understanding of our association and opportunities to grow the functionality of our site. He is currently rounding out year 1 of a 2-year renewal of his contract to support general updates and maintenance throughout the year. Here are some website statistics from March 2020 to January 2021. We had an increase in unique visitors, as well as total number of users and new users. All of our users seem more precise in their visits, going straight to the pages that they needed. Most users are still accessing from a desktop versus mobile devices. And the graph below illustrates the number of users throughout the year. You can see that there's a rise in usage of the website in the months leading up to our annual meeting, which really is no surprise. Then there was a peak in June that correlates with an email announcement about our annual meeting going virtual in 2021.
Our website is aimed to be a one-stop shop for all items NMFWA related. There are a few pages that I'd like to highlight that require member action in order to receive the most up-to-date information and resources. Right on our homepage, you will see a join box. For new members, hit the Join Today button. This will also enroll members in our listserv distribution list. If you are an existing member and need to update your contact information, please click the appropriate Update Your Membership Information button below. We sent out a total of 19 emails since our last meeting on our listserv. These all are important updates that require some kind of action, usually pointing members to the website. All of our most pertinent information is always displayed on our homepage. Currently, our open rate for those listserv emails is not very high, but the notice about our annual meeting had the highest open rate with 35%. We also continue to build content and tools for our working group pages. We are up to 11 working groups. Each group has its own web page where you can find all the pertinent information pertaining to that subject, and also where you can subscribe to the working group email distribution lists, and also contact the working group chairs. As we continue to find out appropriate ways to serve our members, we also maintain a job posting board. You can view the jobs posting page by following the link on the homepage. You may sign up for the job mailing list with the appropriate sign up button below. Another feature on our website that I'd like to draw your attention to is our gear store. You can find it on our homepage with the appropriate button marked Gear Store. This will take you to our merchandising vendor Elfie's NMFWA store. We leave this storefront open year-round so you can pick up personalized NMFWA apparel and accessories and just pay for your merchandise and then direct shipping to you. Here's a couple of our past presidents showing off their NMFWA hoodies. If you'd like your own, please visit our store. We are committed to our continuing goals and objectives for the website. We aim for the NMFWA website to continue to be the main tool for member interaction and information transfer, to continue building the content and functionality within the website, to increase working group participation and information hosting, and to continue executing our maintenance plan. So from all of us at the website committee, thank you, and please go check out NMFWA.org.
The best way to explain the Government Affairs Committee for 2021 is transition. It's definitely a big transition year. From the committee chair perspective, Russ Lawrence has been serving in that position for a couple of years and is stepping down because he is also the treasurer and needs to focus more fully on those duties. The new chair is Neil Bass, and he's been appointed by the president. 2020, obviously, the end of 2020 saw some big actions, changing the definition of waters of the United States and the warranted but precluded ESA listing of the monarch butterfly. Also, transition because of new administration could also mean lots of new NR regulations or reversals. Many unknowns as it pertains to DoD natural resource funding as well due to the recent election results. So there's plenty to come in 2021, and hang on, here we go. Neil will do a wonderful job.
Hi, I'm Corley Cobb, and I am the Scholarship Committee Chair. Myself, along with Greg Fleming and Kirsten Christofferson, formed this year's Scholarship Committee. Greg did resign in September of this year due to a job change, and so we are looking for a member to join our committee. If you are interested, feel free to send me an email. The purpose of our committee is to provide financial aid to wildlife and fisheries biologists, botanists, ecologists, range conservationists, foresters, and wildlife law enforcement agent-oriented students. The specific eligibility requirements of the scholarship are available on our website, but in general, students must have at least a sophomore standing at a college or university, and we do give preference to active duty or honorably discharged military service members, members of NMFWA or relatives of NMFWA members. Our scholarship program is funded through the proceeds from the silent auction, and the silent auction items are donated by our members. Since the scholarship committee was founded in 2017, we have awarded $5,750 to 6 students. In 2020, we received 2 applications. There was a glitch on our website and as well with the Navy computers. And so we did not award any scholarships this year, but we hope to award in 2021. The application is due by June 30th of the year. And for more information, you can go to our website listed below. And I think that's it. Thank you.
The committee chair for the Hall of Fame committee is Junior Kearns, and unfortunately you'll not be able to be hearing Junior's booming voice during our members meeting this year. Junior was unable to do the recording for the slide, and so I'm forced to go ahead and brief that for you. So the Hall of Fame committee met in person at our March 2020 Omaha meeting, and since then they have had additional discussions over email and phone about the committee business. They reviewed a list of retired Department of Defense and affiliated employees, established priorities for future inductees, which included the location of the meeting, which would be important when it comes to ease of the attendance for those honorees, as well as the health and or living status of the inductee and or the family members who would be attending and accepting the award for that person. 2 complete nominations were submitted in 2021. However, due to the global pandemic of COVID pandemic and the desire to properly honor these inductees in person, there was a decision to not induct anyone into the class of 2021. Again, a historical event, and one we're saddened to hear, but it does make sense to go ahead and wait, and we'll be inducting folks at our, hopefully, fingers crossed, in person again in 2022. So thank you for the slide, Junior, and we miss hearing from you, and we're looking forward to next year. Thanks.
Hello, This is Zoe Duran, Natural Resource Specialist at the Idaho Army National Guard and member of the NMFWA Awards Committee. Our committee members include Jackie Smith and Jim Swift, Natural Resource Specialists at Naval Air Station Patuxent River in Maryland, and our chair, Robbie Smith, who I think at this point is working just about every job for the Navy down in Jacksonville. It is the honor and privilege of the Awards Committee to solicit, review, and distribute NMFWA's annual awards that intend to recognize individuals, groups, and projects that demonstrate above and beyond contributions and commitments to natural resource management on military lands. We solicit nominations for awards across a broad range of categories, from research to policy, public awareness to law enforcement. In addition, the past presidents have the ability to confer an award in 2 categories, the Award for Biopolitical Leadership and the Lawrence R. John Award. This year, we collected nominations for awards until the 15th of January to account for some timeline adjustments associated with the virtual format of this year's annual training workshop. Submissions were taken from our website via an online form. The Awards Committee received many wonderful nominations this year, and I want to take a moment to thank all of you that submitted thoughtful and meaningful nomination packages. It is our honor this year to be presenting 9 total awards across the 5 categories highlighted here. I know we'll all be missing the food and drinks and conversation typically associated with our annual awards banquet, but please stay tuned in this members meeting where we'll be announcing all of the 2021 NMFWA award recipients, including one very special Lifetime Achievement Award. You can visit the NMFWA website for information on award qualifications, as well as the submission rules and where and how to submit a nomination package for future awards. I'm sure it wouldn't take much time at all for all of us to think of someone in our world, a colleague, a coworker, an outstanding project that would be deserving of recognition under one or more of these award categories. So please don't be shy and take this opportunity to highlight the amazing people that you work with. You don't even have to wait for the next round of solicitation. You could go to our website now and fill out an award package today. Finally, if you are interested in being involved in the NMFWA Awards Committee, we need your help to make sure that we have a diverse group of nomination package reviewers each year. If you have any questions, inquiries, or if you're interested in being involved in the committee, please contact the committee email, which is NMFWAawards with 2 A's at gmail.com. Thank you, and stay tuned for our 2021 NMFWA award recipient announcement later in this members meeting.
The chair for the nominations committee is your immediate past president, Nicole Olmstead. Other members of the committee included Russ Lawrence, Robbie Smith, Dan Zavercool, Tim Buchanan, and Bob Schallman. We want to thank everyone who volunteered to run for a board of directors position. This past year has been extremely challenging with a global pandemic. We continue to look to the future of the association to overcome the setbacks and appreciate everyone who participates by running for an elected position and voting. This year, we had 5 people run for 5 open positions, which is abnormal. We normally have multiple folks running for the different positions. Again, we feel that it has been a very abnormal year in which the pandemic has just been very overwhelming, and we haven't had our in-person meetings to get those networking going. So again, we would like to thank you all who ran. We're very excited. The voting went up on our website. No login was required, and voting was only allowed 1 member per person. That voting was open until February 26th, and the winners will be announced during the live presentation of the members meeting on Tuesday. If you are interested in joining the Board of Directors family in 2022 and 2023, please contact Nicole at nicole.nmfwa@gmail.com for more information. We will be electing new leadership next year, which will include the president, vice president, and treasurer, 1 of our at-large directors, and 1 each of our regional directors from the East, Central, and West. We keep growing as an association from the vision of our past presidents, and we overcome curveballs together and build the future. Being part of the NMFWA board is a great way to network and develop friendships. So please come and be part of our family. All right, well, so now that you've heard from our different special board committees, what's next? In our next section, the 3rd and final section of this part 1 of pre-recorded business meeting, you will be hearing from our working groups. The working groups have co-chairs for each, and we have about 11 of them, with 1 new this year. So I really encourage you to check them out and see what they're up to. And don't forget to join us for the live portion of the 2021 NMFWA members meeting that will be happening on Tuesday, March 9th at 3:15 p.m. That's the time that we will be able to accept your questions. So if you've gathered any during this presentation or in the next, we would love to hear from you. See you soon.